Let's make it a good day.
Today on The Jason Show, the legend herself, Carol Burnett, stops by Jimmy Kimmel. We have highlights in the hot dish. Then, fabulous is the word to describe one of our special guests today. Billy Porter is joining us live for the very first time to give us a preview of his new show coming to a city near you. And another special guest, popular radio host Colleen Lindstrom, on the lessons she learned after stepping away from her popular show. The Jason Show starts right now. Here we go.
Let's make it a good day.
You're a tiger.
Give it up for Debbie Gibson, everyone.
We do it our own way.
Yes!
Let's make it a good day.
I did not do that. Good morning and welcome to the show. Welcome to the Jason Show, everybody. Thank you for being here. Welcome, audience. Don't stop clapping yet. Filling in for Kendall this week, it's Shane Wells, everybody. I know, they're good. These people are great. I said yesterday we had a big group cancel on us for our studio audience, but we helped to welcome them back. But we don't need them because these folks are great. They're fantastic, and we're glad that they're here today. Yeah. Now, how are you?
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
So in the open, you know, the puppet man thing?
Thank you.
Where is that now? Where does that live?
The puppet man, we got rid of all of that. We refreshed the whole open, so he's all gone. It's all gone. It's all new. The bear?
That thing.
Oh, that thing, yeah.
Oh, there
Bring it
is.
over here for Shane.
I wasn't a part of
No,
his
this was given to me
introduction
by photographer Eric. Oh
His
God!
foot's gonna knock your
there we
phone
go.
down.
He can sit by you
Yeah.
if you want him there.
No.
There we go. Yeah.
Oh.
It's a body pillow.
No, I know what it is.
Yeah.
I didn't know if this had found a new home. but
No. He can stay right
can
there.
co-host.
He is. He could. Yeah.
have
If
to leave
we ever
early
can't
today.
find a little. Yeah. Yeah.
Hold on.
Hey, let me.
Have you
Well,
thought
that's
this
just
through?
absolutely frightening.
There we go.
Let me acknowledge too. I don't need to tell you that was not Billy Porter in our cold open. We don't know what quite happened, but that was a random man. That was the wrong video got in. That was not Billy Porter, but the real Billy Porter will. Okay, you got to get rid of that. But will in fact be on our show. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that was good.
I like how there's just like a foot in the bottom of the
I know.
shot. Like
It's
it looks
fun.
like somebody got injured.
It's just so creepy.
Laying on the ground.
It's just unbelievably creepy. Anyway, what's not creepy is, it's been a long winter for no matter where you are. So we're thrilled that it's baseball season here locally. Target Field's open. I went yesterday to take a look. We went to a game last night. There we are with
Look at you two.
I know.
Looking good.
Thank you. Yeah, we're out there at the field. I got to tell you, they did some refurbishments. Were you out there live?
I was.
You were?
Yeah.
The refurbishments, they got some new screens, new Jumbotron that's bigger than the old one. It just looked refreshed.
Like you really noticed. It wasn't one of those things you're like, wait, did they do something here?
Yeah, no, I noticed. It
Okay.
was not just the big ones, but they replaced several of the LED screens, so it made the whole park look kind of new. It was wonderful.
Cool.
I love our park. I love Target Field so much. If you are watching us from other cities, when you come visit, try to go to a Twins game. They're fantastic. I love to see downtown busy and the restaurants. Everybody was in a good mood as we were walking. We live just a few blocks from Target Field. Just people were talking to each other. It was just great.
What do you eat when you're there?
Good question. Well, we get a Kramarchek brat.
Sure.
La Tapatillas, the street tacos we got last night. Vodka soda.
I didn't ask you what you drank because I knew
I'm sorry. I
you were
thought that's a
imbibing.
food group for us. But I mean, yeah.
That is not dinner.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's snack. I'm sorry about that, but I misunderstood your question. Speaking of food, before we get started, I got to tell you what happened. Oh, now that's the creepiest shot ever. Look at that. Now, if someone randomly has never watched our show and they just turn on right now, thank you, Shane, for pulling the body. Thank you. That is probably one of the most frightening shots ever in daytime television. Okay.
Just trying to get you another Emmy.
Really quick.
Okay.
I got to tell you this because on Friday's show, you're going to see how this went down. But I just got to spend about 45 seconds to tell you. Photographer Eric, who just took that shot, you know him well. You know our crew well. Eric's a little nutty. And Eric will, and we in the best way. We love Eric, right, Shane? We love Eric.
He owns it.
He owns it. Eric went to some website from Mongolia or something and got the nacho like a tortilla chip challenge.
Oh, not that thing that put people in the hospital.
Yes. So they
Eric!
it comes in a box. It comes in a box and it's one giant tortilla chip, which is supposed to be the hottest chip in the world. And he bought it illegally from some place. I don't know. Yeah. So it comes in the mail and he decides to bring it to the meeting. We had one employee take a little nibble, like just a little nibble. Eric puts half the chip in his mouth. He's barely standing over there. So if the camera, oh, I'm not joking. He put half the chip went in his mouth. Tears. His eyes turned red. He was calling for his mom. And
It's not like he wasn't warned.
he was warned. He ordered it.
What did Tanya say, Eric?
His wife doesn't know yet.
Oh.
Ex-nay. No.
I didn't say
Ex-nay
that.
on the IFE way. No. We don't. I don't want him in trouble at home. You're going to see how it went down Friday on our show. Don't miss it.
Wow.
Right now, though, it's time for the hot dish. Roll it, Leo. Here we go. I'm not exaggerating. Wait till you see this. Okay, let's get started. Believe it or not, Carol Burnett just turned 90 years old. She visited Kimmel last night and talked about kind of her beginnings, how she started in New York early in her career, and she shared an apartment with 4 women who also wanted careers in showbiz. This is a great story. Listen.
We're all different. There was one who'd been around the block a few times. And then there was one who was a Stanislavski actress who never bathed.
Oh, great.
And then there was another girl who was from England. Tinker Gillespie was her name. Real cute with curls and everything. And she was British, but she was into Spanish dancing. And then there was a ballerina. Yvonne Craig was her name, and she later became Batgirl.
Oh, right. She was on Batman.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. And so there was the 5 of us. And I remember my grandmother sent me $20 to buy a coat because I'd never been in cold weather. You know, we lived out here in Texas and everything. So I bought a coat, and it was wool, and it was kind of nubby, like white and black and so forth. And I was really proud of that. I thought it was great. And I modeled it in front of the tough girl, the one that had been around the block.
Yeah.
And I said, "What do you think, Joyce? What do you think?" She said, "It looks like unbored linoleum."
I love her. Yeah. It's a couple things. We were just all saying while the clip. That's 90 what 90 years old looks like. That's amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, and she acknowledged there's been a little work, but just like Jane Fonda, whoever did that work deserves a Nobel Peace Prize. You know what I mean? That's fantastic.
It is possible.
Yeah. Also, I really do hope, and I think they do, I hope young female comics realize the bridge that woman built for not just female, but really for women in television. She had a show when networks didn't give women shows. She fought for that show at CBS. You know, people may not know this, but you know, the Carol Burnett show not only was a ratings hit, but even what was a ratings hit, they nickel and dimed her all the time. I don't know if you should have a full orchestra, and she wanted a full orchestra. And the show was a staple of CBS on Saturday nights. That's back when networks scheduled on Saturday nights. And she's just an icon. She's just a legend. In every way, you can be a legend.
I hope they pack all of this into a book
Yes.
someday, and maybe they're already doing it
Yeah.
before it's too late to get all these stories in writing.
She was here for a one-woman show about 10 years ago, and I had the chance to meet her and interview her, and she was just lovely. And I just kept looking at her like, holy crap, you're Carol Burnett. Like,
Yeah.
I'm talking to Carol Burnett, yeah. As Shane said, there's a 2-hour special that we're hoping encapsulates everything we just said, coming to NBC later this month. Let's move on. Next in the dish, the long-awaited merger between HBO Max and Discovery Plus. I know this is going to be very confusing. I don't understand it, and I do this for a living. This is now confirmed, okay? So follow me here. Discovery is expected to announce today that their new service, Max, that's what it's going to be called, Max, is going to debut. Insiders expect it to happen in May or June. The new service will run around $16 a month, which is what HBO Max currently costs. The New York Times says there could be a cheaper ad-supported version that we can get. We don't know what content from HBO Max and what content from Discovery Plus will survive the merger.
Wait, so Discovery and HBO are going to be Max, and there's just one?
Yes.
Is that accurate? So
We think
HBO's
so.
gone forever?
HBO Max will be gone forever.
Like the name HBO, it feels like it was one of the first movie channels.
No,
HBO lives.
HBO will be a tile within Max. So when you go to Max, there'll be a tile that says Discovery, there'll be a tile that says HBO, there'll be a tile that says Food Network, TLC, the Sex Network, whatever's in there. Yeah, and then
I haven't found that one yet. I just hope F-Boy
I
Island
pay for a
lives
different
on.
subscription.
Yeah, really, I haven't seen that one.
But no, so everything will live under the Max umbrella.
Okay.
It's too much. It's too different. I don't know. And Max? Really? That's like a dog's name. You know what I mean? Like little Max. Peacock. That's not any better. You know? I don't know. Now watch, all the men named Max are going to email me. I know. It's a fine name. I'm just saying for, waiting for those emails. We got to take a break. Colleen Lindstrom and more. Billy Porter as well. A great show when we come back. Back in a moment. Stay with us.
Are you going to get the bear out?
Leave him back there. Don't forget to get tickets to our show. Go to eventbrite.com. Well, welcome back. Social media star Mark Roper was on with Kimmel last night, along with Carol Burnett. He was on a mission to keep the crosswalk safe. That, my friends, is our late night rewind.
You made your bike bell into a very, very loud train horn. I mean, here's Mark Rober saving lives.
Each year, billions and billions of people are injured crossing the street because they're distracted on their phones. And today, we're gonna do something about it because I've got a bike and I've got a train horn. Let's go save some lives. No phones in the intersection. Just kind of a safety thing with the city.
Necessary?
Yeah, oh.
Was it necessary?
It was. Yeah.
Don't be this early this morning.
All right. I'll come back after lunch. There's just no phones in the intersection.
Yo!
Yeah.
Oh my God!
Who's on the phone there?
I'm making some shirts for an upcoming fight.
Whoa, don't hit me, I'm a nerd.
No, y'all good, y'all good.
All right. Thanks, you guys.
Well, I know what we're going to make photographer Eric do next week if he survives the chip. Yeah. Next in the dish. What's your dream job? What is it? Maybe it's owning a store. Maybe it's being a secret shopper, hosting a show. Well, Jennifer Coolidge recently said that she's always wanted to play a dolphin on TV. Thank you. That's photographer Eric's dream too. So when she heard this, Jennifer Garner said, I have a throwback to share. She talked about it on Stephen Colbert. Look at this.
It was a show called The Return to Fantasy Island, starring Malcolm McDowell, and I went as a guest star, just as we met as guest stars on Spin City. Had an illustrious guest star career, and I played Dolphin, who was also a girl, who was also a dolphin.
Okay.
Yes.
So, Jennifer Coolidge wants to play a dolphin, and you posted this.
What's your name?
I'm Michael. What's yours?
people can't pronounce it in English. So, just call me Sally. Michael! Michael!
You're a dolphin! Is that real? That was on television? It was called Return. The audience doesn't believe. Return to Fantasy Island. Okay. Jennifer. And we can't win an Emmy? That crap's on television and we can't. Jennifer Garner is making the rounds to promote her new Apple TV Plus show, The Last Thing He Told Me. Yeah. And we're also running this clip because producer Ted has a giant crush on Jennifer Garner. Yeah. And director Leo, too. I sat next to her. I kind of cracked the dream of Leo and Ted because I sat by her at a charity table. This was the table I've told you about for the Starkey Gala, where it was former British Prime Minister Tony Blair next to next to Gene Simmons. And it was the weirdest damn table I've ever been at. And then Jennifer Garner was over here, and I don't think she was in a great mood that day. She wasn't the warmest. But then again, we were all fixated on the conversation between Gene Simmons and former British Prime Minister Tony Blair. Next in the dish, it's Ryan Seacrest's final week on Live with Kelly Lee and Ryan Lee. And that means Live with Kelly and Mark will debut on Monday. The body won't even be cold. The Ryan Seacrest posters will be down in the lobby by Friday afternoon. So Live with Kelly and Mark just released its first promo. Let's look at it.
How'd you sleep last night?
Terrible.
Well, this will help you wake up.
Thanks, babe.
So what are we gonna do today?
Our show.
Oh, yeah.
From co-stars in Life to co-hosts on Live. Go to livewithkellyandmark.com for time and channel.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's what we call tepid applause. Ryan came to the show in 2017, but he wants more time with American Idol because the live shows have begun. Here's my question with all this. Maybe I'll ask Colleen this when Colleen gets up here. And audience, feel free to talk back to me here. That's a lot of time together. You know what I mean? That is just a hell. I love my spouse. Lord knows I do. But I also love not being around my spouse. You know what I mean? I love, and he's watching right. Colleen, thank you. I love him. You know what I also love? When he's not around. You know what? And I'm alone. I'm alone. Right, audience? Right? I worry about those two. I do, because you can't ever escape. Ever. And you bring work home with you. And I'm joking, but I'm also kind of not joking. Anyway, I'll be watching. Look, this show's not going to miss, business-wise, the show's not going to miss a beat. The audience, all of you watching, everyone's used to Mark. If I was the producers, if I were Disney, I would have done exactly what they did. It's very smart. You don't want to pull someone from Mars, because then the audience, especially in daytime, very routine. Like the people that watch our show, they watch it routinely, more so in daytime than any other day part. So it's a smart move. I'm going to be curious in about a year and a half if they're in therapy. You know what I mean? Yeah. Next in the dish, you know we love a good trailer. This isn't one of them, but we're still going to show you. The trailer for J-Lo's next movie just dropped. I'm going to try to read this with a straight face. J-Lo plays a former assassin turned fierce mom emerging from the Alaskan wilderness. How did this get greenlit? Anyway, and she wants to protect the daughter that she gave up years ago. Let's watch this.
Where's my baby? You wasted FBI time trying to cut a deal for yourself, and 7 agents were killed. This conversation now takes place on our terms. Adrienne Lavelle and Hector Alvarez are still out there. You and I both know the only way you protect that child is to disappear.
And if I don't?
They'll find you. Both of you.
You're just going to vanish?
You put her with good people. Keep her safe. If there's trouble, let me know.
You must have known I'd find her.
The secret's out.
What do they want?
Revenge. They're using her to get to me.
The Mother, or Enough to Electric Boogaloo. If you get that reference, 500 points. Drops in May. Peace and love. I love J-Lo. I'm not gonna make, I love J-Lo, I really do, I'm a fan, but this looks awful. It just looks awful. It looks, right, audience? Are you right? Yeah, it looks awful. I don't know. I'm still gonna watch it just so I can bust on it for them. I'm not gonna watch this, what are you kidding me? Yeah. Next in the dish. You're gonna love this so much. This is our favorite story of the day. Picture this. Oprah and Gail hiking a mountain in Italy. Now, wouldn't you love to be a fly on that wall? Well, we kind of can be, thanks to a video that they posted on social. And forget Oprah. What I want you to concentrate on is Gail. Because Gail looks as thrilled as we would if we were doing this. Look.
Where are we, Gail?
I don't know.
In the mountains of Italy.
We're in the mountains of Italy. That's good.
We've been climbing for about, 40
minutes.
45 minutes.
Yeah. I really did need sticks for this one.
It's cold and it's steep. But we're doing it.
And rocky.
But we're doing it. Some of us have on pants, some of us don't.
Time to head on back down now.
Some of us should have worn pants, and we didn't.
Some of us should.
The hiking continues.
Yeah.
Yay! Yay!
Yeah.
Here's to good health. Ho, ho, ho.
Gail, blink twice if you want us to save you. Gail's daughter, Kirby, was also with them. The comments on the video are almost as hysterical as the video itself. One person urging, like I said, Gail to blink twice if she's in trouble. Another saying, Gail, send up a road flare, we'll come get you. This happens to Gail, and you guys know this. I'm an Oprah encyclopedia. Every time Oprah, one time they went to a colonial village around like 2008 or something, and they made Gail do it, and Gail's like, I don't want to do it. And then one time they put Gail in a spa, and they hung her upside down for a spiritual thing, and Gail's like, I don't want to do any of this. I love Gail. Let's get to know today's JVIP. It's Lori Ellers from Spring Lake Park, Minnesota. Hi, Lori. She loves when Kendall and I say something that causes us to start laughing that we can barely stop. She loves the guests, especially Stephanie Hansen, Christopher Straub, and the Gadget Guy. She says it's always fun to watch. We appreciate that, Lori. Lori gets a Jason Show mug. She's also entered to win the monthly grand prize. You know what that is. She gets to be a VIP guest in our audience, a $150 gift card to Becker Furniture World, and a $150 gift card to our new sponsor, the Institute of Advanced Aesthetics. We have such a good show. Go get some more Hills Brothers. We'll be back right after this. Back in a moment. Coming up in just a little bit, for the first time on The Jason Show, the fabulous Billy Porter will join us live with a preview of his new show. And then, my buddy, radio host Colleen Lindstrom on the parenting lessons she learned after stepping away from her job. That and more when we come back. Welcome back. Oh, I'm excited. Very excited. Our first guest is a TV and Broadway superstar, capital S on that one, who is always the best dressed in whatever room Billy's in. I mean, you can't even debate it. Kicking off his Black Mona Lisa tour, Volume 1, in Seattle later this month, and will be in the Twin Cities this May. Audience, for the first time, welcome the great Billy Porter. Hi, Billy. How you doing, Billy? Oh. Oh, so cute. We are dog people here. Oh, Billy, let me ask you. You know, the title kind of speaks for its. Oh, there we go. Now I can hear you. Billy, can you hear me?
I can.
There we go. Okay.
I was muted.
Now,
Sorry.
Billy,
Now you can hear me.
Billy, I can hear it. You should have seen our studio audience when they didn't think they could hear you. They were pissed. Anyway, Billy, we're all going to come see you when you're here. And for our folks in Seattle, tell us a little bit about the show, my friend.
Yeah, so Black Mona Lisa is the title of my new album. It's coming out at the end of the summer, early fall. So this is sort of the ramp up to that. You know, just for a little bit of context, my first R&B soul mainstream album came out in 1997 on A&M Records. And the business was very homophobic at the time. So that didn't work out so well for me then. But it is now. And so I'm back. Daddy's back. And I'm getting a chance to express myself musically, right in the center of my authenticity, on my own terms, in the way that I've always wanted to. And so it's a celebration. You know, the concert will be a retrospective of my life and career. And it's a celebration of life and love and hope and joy and peace. And, you know, my intention is to really give the world a big bear hug. You know, we've all been inside of a collective trauma for quite some time. None of us are okay, and that's okay. And it's time to heal. And so now we can gather again. And I think that healing comes when we do it together.
Yes.
And so my hope is that, you know, I will be able to spread that kind of message and hope and, you know, also a call to action. You know, hopefully it can be a call to action for the fight that lies before us.
I was going to say, Billy, you know, I'm an out gay man as well, and I have had people say, "Oh, isn't it hard now living your truth? Don't you kind of want to turtle shell, you know, go back inside?" I go, "No, now is actually the time to live your truth even louder, even louder."
That's crazy talk.
Yeah.
You know, being scared and being terrified are words that should be stricken from the lexicon. This is the moment, you know, this is the moment when we stand up and we fight, right?
Yeah.
It's like people who came before us, we stand on the shoulders of our ancestors who came before us, who died for the rights that we sit in the middle of right now, that are trying to be stripped. And history shows us that love always wins. It's not easy. And democracy only works when the people come together and make it work, which means for the 80 million people in this country that don't vote, pull it together.
Billy,
pull it together.
Billy, I got it.
You know what I'm saying?
I know.
Like, you know, and as a 53-year-old gay man who came out in 1985 during the AIDS crisis, I have the luxury of having seen this before. I've lived through this already. We win. The change has already happened. Love always wins. They're running scared. They're cheating. They're doing everything that they can to slow us down. And that is all that can be done. The world only spins forward, children. Only spins forward. We win.
Billy,
we've already won.
Billy, can you just cancel the rest of your interviews today and just stay with us for the next half hour?
You know, you got me riled up. All you have to do is start talking about politics. Daddy gets riled up.
But Billy, it's not even, and I think we don't do politics on the show because, like you said, we want this show to be light, but this isn't even about politics. It's just love. It's just love. It's not, you know what I mean? It's not, I just love, I love your authenticity, and I love the fact that you continue to shine your authenticity, and you put bricks on that bridge. I'm 48, similar. I'm walking over the bridge that people built for me. You know what I mean? I wouldn't as a gay guy, I wouldn't have a show if it wasn't for people like Rosie and Ellen and people that came out, and you that came out. That nobody would have given me a damn show. You know what I mean? So I just want you to know I appreciate you very much. I appreciate you. Yeah, I acknowledge. Yeah. So, okay, when you're in the Twin Cities, I can't wait to see you. And for our folks in Seattle, go see Billy. Billy, continued blessings and success. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Don't get your seat. Thank you.
Mwah.
God bless.
For tickets, go to, and only Billy would have this website, thebillyporter2es.com. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back. Colleen Lindstrom next. Stay with us. Welcome back. Well, from one fabulous guest to another, I know Colleen's like, I gotta follow Billy. Anyway, our next guest is more like family. She is an uber popular radio host here in the Twin Cities. Sorry about that, Colleen. Radio host here in the Twin Cities who recently decided to step back from her uber popular show, her gig, to spend more time with her family. And now that she's spent more time with her family, she has some things to say about her family. Unedited and unfiltered. Please welcome my buddy, the great Colleen Lindstrom, everybody.
Okay.
Yeah.
Before we get started,
yeah.
I have to take care of some business.
Please.
Hey Siri, remind me to add followed Billy Porter on my resume.
Yes.
Okay, good. Got that done. Thanks.
Hi, sweetheart.
Hi, how are you?
Look, for people that are new to our show, maybe you are in Seattle, you don't know Colleen from radio, we're not going to sit up and act like Colleen and I have been friends for
20 years.
20 years. So if we start to get a little personal, know that we're allowed to because we've known each other for a long time. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm really good. But here's the thing.
Oh God, what?
So, okay, first of all, I'm a mom of 3, a 16-year-old,
oh God,
and twin 13-year-olds. There was a common.
Did you hear the audience?
No, you're right. You're right. Because there's a word in there that nobody prepares you for. It starts with a T and it ends with een. Teen. Oh my gosh, what was I thinking? That I wanted more with this. And I get a little sensitive. I don't like when people talk bad about parenting or about their kids. So know that I love them, but that they are making it very hard.
To like them.
To want to be in a room with them.
Because I will tell you, just to set the table a little bit, and we hope this will be the first of many appearances by Colleen. She's working on some stuff. We are too with her. This came out of a conversation between us where your realism about parenting, which you brought to the radio show in some degree, but I thought it was an untapped thing. You speak to so many parents out there, relatable, that I thought we need to have you on. Not that you didn't realize it before, but now that you stepped away from the show and you're around them more, there's more observations.
There's more opportunity. I'm like Jane Goodall in the jungle with these animals. So here's the thing. Like I said, I part of what I focus on a lot is the things nobody talks about. Nobody tells you, and maybe they do, but you're just not listening. And so listen. There comes a time where your kids, there's some sorcery that happens when you give birth, and they're these sweet little beautiful. And you're like, oh, you're so amazing, and I love you, and then they play the long game. Because they hook you in right there, and they're all you can think about. And then a switch flips, and I don't know if it's I don't know what happens. I'm sure there's science, not a scientist.
Yeah.
they turn into, you wonder if when they leave the house, if anybody likes them. And they give you their worst, and you're just like, okay, I'll be here, I guess.
Well, and what I love about this is, you said it a few minutes ago, I think I'm not a parent, so I was given advice one time, if you don't have a kid, parents don't want to really hear from you. But I can empathize. I think parents, mothers especially, feel guilty if they reveal that their kids are little snot sometimes.
Yeah. You don't want to say it. And it's not, and again, like, I
So this is permission. Colleen is giving you,
And I want to be really clear. Again, I love my kids. I think other people really enjoy my kids. Congratulations to them. And there are times, right? Like every once in a while, they'll like slip into a room and be like, hey, I love you. And you're like, pause, hold this for as long as possible. Because in 20 minutes, they're gonna be yelling at me because we're out of milk. And I am the worst parent
ever
that ever lived. Like, what are we gonna do without milk?
Even though there's a store down the road.
And one of them has a car. Like, you can get your own.
More observations with Colleen when we come back. Back in a moment, everybody. Oh, it's my buddy. I woke up looking forward to this. More with Colleen Lindstrom and real talk on parenting, which I just think, we don't do a lot of. This show's goofy. We don't do a lot of stuff like this, but I know that people are going to be nodding their head at the TV during the segment, and that's why I was excited to have you. My understanding is, since you have been spending more time with the teenagers, you've learned they speak another language.
Yeah, I'm bilingual now. It's very exciting.
Without Rosetta Stone.
No,
yes.
Or Duolingo. I didn't have to use that. My kids speak a different language. I bet a lot of people's kids speak a whole different language. So I thought maybe I could bring you a couple terms.
Okay.
And we'll just see how you do.
Because I have not bred. I don't have offspring.
You eat
so
bread,
I eat bread, but I haven't bred. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. All right. So let's start. I'm going to throw you a softball first.
Okay.
And I actually know you know this because I've heard it on the radio show. Fire.
Oh,
that's fire.
Fire means really cool.
Yes.
It's beyond
that
cool.
Is fire.
Do they really say that?
They absolutely do.
Oh, the audience is with you. They have,
they do all the time.
Fire.
Yeah, that's fire. So you can, like, if you really want to, no, don't try it. I was going to say.
No, that would sound ridiculous.
You're right.
Because, like, let's try it. We're two people in our 40s.
Yeah. Oh, geez, your socks are fire. No, it didn't land. Well.
Colleen, your shoes are fire.
No, see, but you didn't sell me.
No.
You didn't sell it.
And you didn't sell me either. Okay, yeah.
Okay, how about, let's try this one. Riz.
Oh, Rizzo. That's a Grease character.
Negative.
Yeah,
no,
okay.
Absolutely not. They haven't seen Grease.
Okay, Riz.
Here, I'll use it in a sentence.
Use it in a sentence.
Okay, oh, that guy's got some Riz.
Swag?
I mean, you're answering a slang with a slang. But no, it's like I think what I think is the origin of the word, I believe, is charisma. It's like short for charisma. But this is like if a what would we have called it? I don't even know what we would have called it. Like if a guy is like totally pulling a chick, or like, he's
I don't even
Riz.
think they say chick anymore. I think
I know.
I think you just.
I know. I just showed my age again.
You just showed your age again.
Okay. How about this one?
Okay.
Trina.
What?
Trina.
Trina?
Trina.
Trina.
I'll use it in a sentence, okay?
I'm trying to get.
Yep.
I'm trying to get a date.
Okay, yeah, but.
Why did I go like this?
I don't know.
Okay, yeah.
It didn't work. I'm just trying to get a date. Kind of, yes, but more like they use Trina like, do you want to do this thing with me? So, for example, I will hear my son, and they don't text, right? And they don't even really FaceTime. They like use Snapchat to do video, and then they don't show their faces. They just show the ceiling. It's the weird. They're so weird.
That's how they communicate?
They're aliens. I'm telling you, they're aliens. So I'll hear my son with our neighbor kid. He'll be like, "Hey, you trying to go play baseball, or you trying to go play basketball? You want to hoop? You trying to?" I'm like, "You are not success oriented. Have a growth mindset. I am going to go play basketball. Would you like to join me?" No, you trying to go play basketball?
Because when you said that sentence, I understood the word hoop. That was the only word of that. I am fast.
Welcome.
We could do a whole segment. We don't have time. What you just described, how they communicate.
Oh, yeah.
I don't understand what you just said.
Oh.
They don't call each other?
No. Also, they don't punctuate. So they make fun of me when I do voice to text and I'm like, hello, comma, it's me, Colleen, period. I am wondering.
I do that too.
Right? Because and then you forget when you're doing a voice memo and you're like, hello, exclamation point, oops, because you're actually talking to somebody. Do you ever do that?
Yes.
Okay. They don't do that. They think it's, Mom, why are you putting the punctuation in there? Because I'm an achiever. What?
So we should just do run-on sentences? Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah, there's no punctuation.
I can't do that.
We don't have to do that. That's the thing. This is what I love about kids. We don't have to do that. We just have to judge them for doing it. Like, we're too old for it. So we're over here doing it correctly, and that's fine.
Can I ask you to kind of put a bow on this?
Yeah.
And again, Colleen's going to hopefully be back time and time again, but for someone, I was so proud of you as a friend that it's really hard to step away from you had a successful show. It's really you could have stayed there forever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're good people over there. I still work there. And it took a lot of courage for you to say, you know what, I could stay here, but no, I'm realigning things. I think, do you mind if I put it that way? You're realigning things. What would you say to someone that isn't ready to realign, but still wants to put their family more first?
There's a couple things that I have to say about that. And I think the most important thing is, like, we are so conditioned to pursue excellence in our lives, to be everybody for everybody. So, it's hard to be a parent and have a family and a full-time job and feel like you're doing either of those things well. And so my biggest message is, like, just be okay being okay. Pursue mediocrity. It's okay to be a good worker and a good parent and not have to be excellent and be there for everything. But also, you have to remember, you cannot get any of this time back. So it's about how you kind of place value on that. And if it's possible for you to walk away from something that you love, I know it's hard, but it can be very worth it.
That just struck the time thing. You know what I mean? It seems people know that, but yeah.
Yeah.
Will you come back to our show?
I want to. Can I?
I don't know. We'll find.
Okay.
No. The great Colleen Lindstrom, everyone.
Thank you.
Until she does come back, you can follow Colleen right now on Twitter. Her handle is MyTalkColleen.
I couldn't get rid of it.
MyTalkColleen?
I know.
I know.
It's mine
all
now.
right. She's working on some stuff. She'll be back. You pay attention to her. We'll be right back. Back in a moment, everybody. That was great, my love.
I love you.
I love you. Don't forget to get some merch. Visit our swag shop via our Facebook page. Well, dear friends, it is time for the world's shortest segment. The stars. They're just like us. Even they get sick of potholes. But only Arnold takes matters into his own hands. Arnold Schwarzenegger decided to fill a pothole all by himself yesterday. In an LA neighborhood of Brentwood, he says the hole has been screwing up cars and bikes for weeks and he's sick of it. One commenter said on Arnold's Instagram, that pothole is terminated. We'll be right back. Back after this. Way to go, Arnold. Way to go. Welcome back. Don't forget to get tickets to our show, eventbrite.com. So, our guest today, Colleen Lindstrom, I thought I would take advantage of the fact that she was here to answer a question we sometimes get. You guys see this plaque on my desk, and I know some of you are like, what does it say? Colleen Lindstrom actually gave me this plaque. It's from Disney World. Her ride is the classic ride, the Carousel of Progress. And the song that's played during that ride is called There's a Great Big Beautiful Tomorrow. So that's the plaque. That's what it says here, which goes with our theme of the show of trying to be positive and uplifting. So there is a great big beautiful tomorrow, because Stephanie Hansen will join us live. Plus actor Chris O'Dowd, remember him from Bridesmaid? He'll join us live. But right now, that's going to do it for us. If you're watching and you're a kid that's being bullied, as Billy Porter said, you go out there and be yourself, because nobody can tell you you're doing it wrong. Bye, everybody. Have a good day. We'll see you tomorrow. Woo!